Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and this is what we're doing today. We're going back into the ABH Norvina Volume 3 palette. This is the color story I'm going to be working with. And so we're using shades number A4, B3, B5, let's see here, C3, and E2. So there you go, nice and warm, got that pop of green, everything's matte. Everything's going to be matte today. We're going matte. We're going to do a summer look, a matte summer look today. So I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to do my brows and put some eyeshadow primer down, and we're going to be back and we're going to talk about these shadows. So stay tuned. Alright, I'm back. I got my brows done. Set this eyeshadow primer down, and now I'm ready to get into this look. So the first thing I want to do is I want to lay down this green. So I want to find a pretty stiff brush. Let me go with this one right here. This is from B Bella. It's from that little set that I got in the mystery box a couple months back. I'm going to go into that green first thing, and this is shade number A4. And I want to lay this down in the front half of the eye. And I'm going to do things just a little bit different today. So I'm going above the crease, and I'm just going into like this inner third, almost like you would if you were going to do like a halo eye. And I just want to just really get that pigment to show up. So I'll do one eye on camera and the other eye off. And I'll do my foundation. I'm going to give you some tips on how to go matte. So that looks kind of cray right now, but it's going to come together, I promise. Alright, so switching brushes, I'm going to go into this one from Alamar. It's like a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into this pink shade here. It's B3. It's this second one that I was going to use, and I'm going to lay this down right next to the green, like in the middle, and I'm going straight up. It's almost going to be like a stripe. That's kind of how you have to think about it. And I'm just patting it in and building it up. And this is a really bright shade. It's almost like a red, like a pinky red. Okay, all the way up, just like that. Alright, now I'm going to use another brush. I'm going to go into this brush here by Complex Culture. It's a pretty fluffy brush, and I've used it before. Let me just kind of wipe it off a little bit. And I'm going to go into this shade here on the end. This is E2 in the palette, and it's got like some pinkish tones in it, so that's one of the reasons why I want to use it. And all it takes is a couple of taps, and we're gonna go right next to that pink. and just work on kind of extending that out. And if you'll notice, I'm going above the crease of my eye, but not quite up into the brow bone area with all three of these shades. And this is a beautiful shade right here. It's like a rosy brown, really, almost. Okay. All right, now I'm going to take like a smudger brush, a little small smudger brush. And I'm going to go back into that green, and I'm just going to work right here underneath the lash line, just right there in the very corner. I'm just kind of swinging it around into like the tear duct area, and then that's where I'm stopping. I just want a little pop of color right there. I really don't want any kind of shine. I just want that color to pop. All right, and then I'm going to take a smaller detail brush. This one's from e.l.f. right here, and I'm going to go into this light camo brown color here. This is this is B5. And I'm going to go right next to the green. Just like in the middle. And then with that same brush, I'm going to go into this warmer brown here, and this is shade number C3. And these are kind of similar when you get them on the eye, but one's just a little bit darker. And I'm just going to extend that up into the corner. And maybe a little more of that B5 right here in the middle, just to keep things really nice and warm. Okay. Now with what's left on the brush that I used for that pink shade, I'm just gonna like transition this area right up through here. And just kind of tap that out. And I'm gonna let it extend out to this color out here. I'm going with a little bit more of a colorful look today because I really wanted to showcase this pink and this green. And so we're just blending that pink up and out, just kind of smoking it out a little bit. And then with what's left on the brush from that beautiful E2 shade, I'm just gonna blend that into the pink. So the pink kind of like fades off into, and if you feel like you need a little more, you can always tap into it and deepen that up a little bit, just right through there. It's such a pretty shade. I don't want to lose it. And then we can extend that up and out. And I wanted to be careful and not carry that pink into the green, because then it's just going to muddy up, and I really don't want to do that. I really want that definition. So again, no extra product, I'm just blending. Being careful not to bring the pink into the green. Or carrying the green into the pink either. I want the green to have its moment in the limelight. Okay, that is pretty much the eye look. It's kind of cray-cray looking right now, but you gotta trust the process. So anyway, I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, and I will put on some foundation and stuff, and I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I have finished the eyes, and I went in with the Yensa BB plus CC full coverage foundation, and I'm wearing the shade light. It's SPF 40, and this is the light warm. And then I use the concealer, the Yensa concealer as well. This is a full coverage skin on skin concealer in the shade Fair Cool. So, and now I'm going to mattify everything, and I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Poreless Matte Plus Poreless powder. This is in the shade 100. It's a translucent, and I'm going to use a puff today. So I have this little puff from Elf, and I'm just going to go in with a pretty liberal amount, and then I'm going to rub it on the back of my hand just to kind of, you know, even things out. And then I'm just going to go right in, and I'm going to mattify this foundation. I'm going to start with the nose, and I'm just going to press it in, and I'm going to go under the eyes where that concealer is, and then I'm going to go up on the forehead and over the eyebrows, and I'm just going to smooth everything out with the with this, like a translucent setting powder is what this is. And then with what's left on the puff, I'm going to take it down here underneath the mouth, and then I can just go back in and pick up what's on my hand there, and I can use it for the cheeks. And really, that's all the powder I need to mattify my skin and to mattify this foundation. Any more than that, and you know, it might look cakey, and I really don't want that look. I do want, you know, it's hot and it's humid and it's summer, and I really want this foundation to last a while, but I don't want to look cakey. So now I'm in a place where, I mean, I haven't been in the sun all summer, so I'm really fair complected, and I'm looking kind of pasty white, and this eyeshadow looks really bright against that pasty white skin. So I'm going to go back off camera, and I'm going to put on some bronzer and some blush, and I will be right back, and we will finish up with the eyes. Okay, I'm back. I put on some bronzer and blush, and I used the bronzer from the Alamar Complexion Trio. It's a hydrating type formula, and anyway, I used this middle shade here, and then I applied some blush, and I went into the Ofra compact. It's called Sitting Pretty, and I used it looks like this, and the blush that I used is this pink one here on the left. It's called Pink Satin. I really wanted a pink blush to go with the pink eyeshadow, and now I'm going to do some liner. I'm going to go back into these Eye Method Beauty stamps, and so there's a wing and then there's a liner, and so I'm going to use both ends today, and we're going to stamp a wing And the thing I like about this wing is if you need a bigger wing than what the actual stamp is, you can just keep stamping it. And so that angle right there seems to suit me very well with my hooded eyes. Just like that. Okay, and I'm gonna let that dry for a second while I do the left one. And if you'll notice, I didn't go all the way to the very corner of my eye out there, because when I relax my eye, it would get lost. And so I'm going to go in just a little bit, and that way I can get that lift. That I need. It's like an extended, just a little bit more height. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry while I work on the line. So when I use eyeliner, I like to do like short little strokes. It just helps me. And then I can just use this pen to like fill in any little gaps. And I really like this liner because it's waterproof, and the pen itself is, you know, got plenty of product in it, so it doesn't, I'm trying to get a sharp point here, so it doesn't seem like dry, you know what I'm saying? Some eyeliners feel really like they dry out too quick or something. Okay, and now for this inner corner, I'm just going to go like underneath, and I'm just using the tip, and I'm just taking my time. And I'm just carrying the line down into this inner corner, just like that. Okay, and then while that eye dries, I can work on this side. And for some reason, since I'm left-handed, it's always easier for me to work on the left eye. And I'm trying to keep the line pretty thin, but I want it to be smooth and not jaggedy. And then as I get closer to the corner, I want the line to get even thinner. And then as I move underneath, you know, I can get like the thinnest amount. And get right in there with that little bit. Okay. Now some mascara. I'm going in with the MAC Magic Extension. I love this mascara. Love the wand. Love the formula, the smudge proof formula. Love the way it builds. Love the way it lasts. The only thing I don't like about it is the smell. It reminds me of Pat McGrath. It's got a really strong smell. I mean, it dissipates rather quickly, but you know, I just try not to sniff of it. But I love the way it performs on the lashes. So I'm just going to do one quick coat of the mascara, and I'm going to pop on some lashes. And then we're going to try to get a really pretty lip look today. To go with this pink and green eye and bring this look together. And the thing I like about this wand is it gets those little tiny lashes. It's small enough to where you can get right in there and get right up on the lash line, and it coats every single one of them. And I haven't dipped back into the wand yet, so this is the way I like to do it. I do the left eye first, and then I do the right eye on top, and then I go to the bottom and I do the left eye, and then I do the right eye on the bottom. And then if I was going to go in with like a second coat of mascara, then I would, you know, dip the wand back in and start the whole process all over again. So I'm just taking my time. I don't want to jab myself in the eye or get any mascara on my face, because the bottom lashes aren't going to have any false eyelashes. I really want to coat them good. And if I felt like I needed more drama, you know, I could go in with a second coat after I get the lashes on. Okay, I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to put on some lashes, and I'll be right back, and we'll do a lip look. Alright, I have put on lashes, I put on a half lash, and then I put on some individual pieces in the middle. I was trying to make sure that all the part of the eye shadow that has pink on it, you know, had a lash there, and a half lash wasn't quite enough, so I've added a couple of pieces. And now I'm going to go in with a matte liquid lipstick. This is the Cashmere Cream formula from ABH Cosmetics, and this is the shade FTW. So it's just a really pretty pink. And it dries down matte. It's fairly easy to apply, even without a lip liner. And that lip look just kind of brings the whole thing together. So anyway, now I'm going to set it down with some setting spray. I'm going to go in with MAC Fix Plus, just a couple of sprays of that. And I like the way that stuff smells. And we're going to fan it dry. That feels good. Anyway, I really like the color of this lipstick. I thought it would really be pretty with the eye look, and this is something different for me. I usually don't do looks like this, but I thought it would be fun for today. And I was thinking all matte. You know, it's summertime, it's hot, we want some bright colors, but we don't want our makeup to melt away. Plus I was using the Norvina Volume 3 palette, and so anyway, all my shadows were matte. My foundation, you know, was set down with a matte powder from, this is the Fit Me Poreless Matte from Maybelline. This is a really good powder, y'all. And then this creamy formula of liquid lipstick, which is going to dry down matte as well. So everything's matte. I could get out in this 95-degree weather and this makeup will last. And so anyway, that is a summertime matte look. You'll have to let me know what you think. Anyway, I did not want to blend that green into the pink, so you see a definite line right there, but that is okay. It's okay. We don't always have to have everything mixed together. Anyway, that is my look for today, you guys. You have to let me know what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget that I've got some giveaways going on. Also, memberships have been set up on my channel. All you have to do is hit the join button. It'll show you the tiers and the levels that you could, you know, something that's going to fit your budget, and you know, the perks that you're desiring, and so on and so forth. And so anyway, I appreciate your support. It means more to me than you'll know. And I love our Sunday Night Lives. I love the community that's forming and building here with me, and it's just amazing. Y'all are just amazing. I love you so much, and I love our times together, our chats in the comments and our chats on the live streams. Is just amazing to me how supportive you all have been. And so anyway, would you wear these colors? Would you wear this bright eyeshadow look? Let me know down below. All right, I love you guys. Have a great day. God bless you today is my prayer. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.